Howdy, Beefalo Bart here, and yep, I'm in World Tier 1. Deal with it. Okay, so patch 1.7 is upon us. It's here. It's live. The global event is come and gone. It's over. Alright, what the hell are you going to do now? What is there to do in order to have fun? And yes, again, I am in World Tier 1. And I will explain what I'm doing in World Tier 1 and why there's shotguns all over me, including this lovely Medved, Showstopper, and the sawed-off pistol. So, if you go into your dossier, you have all these new commendations you can strive for. Right now, if you look through them, some you'll have already achieved and carried over. Some you're going to have to redo all over again, no matter, even if you've accomplished those things, you're going to have to do them all over again. Comeback Kid, relatively easy. All you got to do is die and come back with your own support station. Equip 10 different skill mods. Ooh, okay, that's going to be difficult for me. But these are ones that I've already accomplished. Now, what do you get from these? Most are just going to give you a cipher key fragment for the actual completion. I know this may come as a shock to some people, but I've already skill level over 7,500. Finish off 7,500 enemies using skills. I know it's a shock. Me using skills to make kills. Anyway, but you can also, for each individual stage, you're going to have a number that you're going to have to accomplish. And you're going to get a cipher key fragment per stage. So there's 6 fragments right there just for completing the entire thing. But you also, on some of them, will get a patch. As you can see, I'm wearing a patch on my arm right now for making over 7,500 skill kills. Killing with a grenade. I really haven't done much with that yet, but yeah. Okay, so what does that mean for us? Why am I in World Tier 1? Well, some of these things you can actually accomplish in World Tier 1, especially anything to do with a shotgun. I call shotgun. Kill 100 enemies using a shotgun, and as you can see, I've already got 57 out of 100 for stage 1. But each stage is going to increase the amount you're going to have to kill in order to finish out the entire thing. And all said and done, you're going to get this lovely patch with 2 shotgun shells on it and some stars. So, being in World Tier 1, the kills will still apply to that. It doesn't matter if you're on whatever difficulty, it doesn't really matter. On this particular one, you just have to kill things with a shotgun. Now, in the last video, one thing that I did was on a slightly different build than I'm used to, but what this means for you is using a Medved, you might actually be able to hit something. Definitely not the most accurate shotgun in the world, but it'll get the job done. Alright, just made what, 5 kills? So what we're going to do is go back into our dossier, combat, and I call shotgun. You see, those did count towards it. I went from 57 to 62. So that does count. What are we not hearing? We're not hearing Fei Lao. We're not hearing her ever-present nagging. So apparently what we did in the previous video worked. It shuts up Fei, it shuts up Rhodes, it shuts them all up. And all I did was I went into settings, audio, dialogue volume, turn it down to 0%. Now you no longer have to listen to their non-stop yammering that interrupts your videos when you're trying to record or when you're farming and you just don't want to hear it. Over and over and over and over and over, non-stop bullshit. It's refreshing. So since we're in World Tier 1, we can actually walk around, pretend we're awesome, even if you don't have as awesome a gear as you'd like. And we're getting our weekly headshots. Here, kitty kitty. Come on, bring your asses down here. Because you won't let me climb up there. So you might as well have a little bit of fun with it. Any shotgun will do. I just happen to have a showstopper on Medved, and well, I don't have the kind of so nice. I don't have to hear them yammering. Yeah, not the greatest damage overall, but you know what? Who cares? You can just roll through in World Tier 1 using whatever shotguns you can cobble together. I guess to have some semblance of normality, I've got a sniper rifle, which I should swap out the scope to the C79, but my experience with the Medved and that scope, it didn't really help. So Medved's acting like my sniper rifle since it's shooting slugs, and the assault rifle is being replaced with the showstopper. Handgun is being replaced with double barrel sawed-off. Since these guys are not very bright in World Tier 1, you're not going to get much in the way of XP. Hi. You're shooting at me. Oh no. You can do a buttload of damage with these guns, especially if you're somewhat geared. I have no idea. I just picked one of the gear sets. Better go back over here and talk to her. No. Is it cheating? Yeah, a little bit. But if you just want to, I guess this is stat padding or whatever you want to call it. Shotguns, to me, are not very practical of a weapon in this game. They just don't do enough unless you're right on top of somebody. In PvP, I'm sure they have some use. You just have to be close with your aim. You don't have to be dead on. But in that case, why don't you just use an LMG or high capacity SMG or whatever. But I'm just doing this for shits and grins. Something to do. Because what else are you going to do? You know, patch 1.7 brought these in to at least give you something you can do to occupy your time. Because global events, they're only supposedly going to be once a month. And since they're only going to be once a month, oh, the hell through that. Son of a bitch. You dick. So since you're only going to be once a month, and, you know, you'll have to deal with that Farm Fest once a month. Where you going? Did you run for me? Who told you could shoot at me? You know, I've never been back here before. Seriously. know I'm gonna kill him. You know that, right? This is such a bad shotgun. Oh. Yeah, that ain't worth picking up. So what do we get from it? First off, we can get rid of this garbage. And let's look at our kill count for ICAL shotgun. Brought us to 98. So this will be a good example. I'll go find 2 more mobs somewhere just to kill these 2 to show that once you complete stage 1, you're going to get 1 cipher key fragment, and then that number is going to change. And we're just going to run over here. Napalm. Broadway is going to give us our closest targets. In fact, you can just roam around the streets, feel important, blowing things up with a shotgun, pistol whipping things. I'm not sure if there's an achievement yet for pistol whipping, but or melee attacks. Oh well. But if you've got really crappy gear and you want to try to accomplish some of these missions, you can still have some fun because you're going to feel like you're superior. There we go, combination unlocked. Now, I only accomplished phase 1. Hey, I'm on fire again. Alright. Okay, something else pops up right there. Look at our dossier. You can see right here, you got an icon saying that I've got a new combination. Double click on it, scroll on down, and ICAL shotgun. Now I have to have 250 kills, but the 100 that I've already made, or 103 in this case, carry over to that. So now once I've accomplished 250 kills, then it goes on to stage 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, and then 6, and then once I complete 6 is when I actually can then put on the patch. So, you know, pick something. You know, you want to go and target LMB. You want to kill 1,000 LMB. I actually like running at World Tier 5, going onto the map all the way over here. These 2 sectors right here are pretty heavy in LMB, and I'll just walk around the streets, and even if you just run a seeker sweep, just run around seekers and turrets, sniping, whatever you want. Just go through, and there's never really a shortage of things to kill. And I need to find my spot again. I don't know if it was here or here. I remember it was near a border, but I had a loop that I would actually walk around 1 block, and instead of walking around the whole thing, you could actually walk beside the boundary by the building, come back over, go through the building, and making this loop like that, you end up, there'll be 2 spawns that come in here, 1 to 2 that'll be here. So once you come out, you at least have 1 spawn here, 1 spawn here, come back around, and by the time you make that loop and come back around, they've respawned again. So you can just keep making this circle and have a never-ending supply of LMB to kill. But just by walking these streets, you can actually pick a block and actually walk around, we'll say 52nd, or 53rd, 54th, 5th. You can just make this loop right here, we'll say. You can even make it into a figure 8 or whatever. Just make 1 pattern, and you're not going to have a shortage of LMB to kill. So if you want to target LMB, then that's a good way to go. You want to go after Rikers or whatever, work on the accommodations. It gives you at least something to work towards, even though the rewards are not all that great. If you look, your pouches, I've got 3 cipher key fragments right now. I'm going to need a total of 10 to be able to get 1 complete cipher key. So to be able to get these cool cosmetics, you're going to want to keep getting Sapphire Key fragments so that you can get the Sapphire Keys to go back to the base of operations and open up the cache. That's how you're going to get free cosmetic items to change your appearance overall. You know, the setup that I'm wearing right now is I've got almost the entire Tactician's collection minus the shirt. Still need that shirt, but you can track your progress by going to collections, saying, okay, for Striker's Vanity Collection, I have 4 out of 5. I need the Striker pants. But you can also click on them here and see what they look like, see if this is what you really want to go for. It's not like you have a whole lot of chance unless you purchase the set separately. I like the look of the Tacticians. This would be the full Tacticians gear set. The shoes are kind of weird, but oh well. I want it because I run Tactician's gear set primarily, is what this character runs, and it kind of looks cool. Now, as you're getting all of these, like the Seeker Vanity Collection, I've got all the pieces of it, and the reward for that is the Spacefarer shoes. If you get all of them, you can get the Spacefarer collection. The hat, I'm not really crazy about. The pants, Scarf, okay. Shirt, alright. This is not the original spacesuit that was seen earlier in the game. This is the current iteration of it, and instead of this padded Russian space helmet thing, or whatever this is, there used to be an actual big gigantic domed like a spacewalk helmet. It was actually, you know, dorky, but you could run around inside the game and wear a full, you know, astronaut suit. But they decided to change it, and this is what we get now. Not a fan of it, but oh well. I've seen a bunch of people already wearing a full suit. Great. You have Deadeye. To each their own. If this is what you want, then it gives you something to strive towards, and, you know, good luck with it. Get your outfit sets. Okay, this is... I've got the battalion set up here. Army Special Ops riot set, which kind of looks cool, you know. You want to go for that whole thing. Firefighter, you know, that's all I got freelancer wise. The Ghost Recon set, Deadeye, Reclaimer, Strikers, you know, you got all these different ones. And this is where you just go through and look. Now, if you want to wear the mask and look absolutely just awesomeness, you can put on your CBRN set, which is going to give you your orange, and then put on your mask and you look like you're a cleaner, I guess. But if you want to get the cleaner set, and if you notice, you can wear a mask if you want to. I'm going to put it on just because I'm a noob and I want to look awesome just like the rest of the people in the game right now. Okay. So, that gives you your STD, something to do. And I'm going to get back to it. I'm going to play around with getting this shotgun achievement done just because there's simply nothing else better to do in the game right now. What else are you going to do? Farm for what? I've got an MDR, okay. It's a decent roll. I've got Barrett's chest piece. I got almost a dozen of those. Ninja backpacks, I got 2 of those. And most of the time I'm not even using the damn thing. Yeah, what else is here to do? So I'm just going to play around with getting all these and try to get as many free cosmetic items as I can get. Hopefully this will inspire you to actually get some use out of the game. Other than, you know, the in-game content is kind of falling flat right now. If you want to go to the dark zone and be a douche nozzle and fuck with people who are just trying to do whatever, or if, you know, you just want to go and find some PvP, you know, yeah, go there. Do the last stand. Do some survival. It's actually pretty fun. Not enough people do it. check it out. Survival is actually kind of fun because you go in there with nothing and you actually have to work for what you get. And then what if you choose PvP or PvE mode? If you choose PvP mode, then you have to be aware of other players. But if you're in PvE mode, you have to be aware of just the NPCs. PvP, you got to worry about those too. But yeah, give it a try. It's actually kind of fun, and it's challenging because you actually have to think and I don't know, do stuff. So play the game, enjoy the game. If you're not enjoying the game, play a different game. At least there's something new to do, even though it's not necessarily new. Do what you can to enjoy it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to enjoy trying to get as many cosmetic items as I possibly can. That's my current objective. I don't have to worry about farming for classified gear sets during the global event. I have all 3 of the 6-piece sets already. So what else is there? So this is what I'm going to do. Thanks for watching. Please leave comments. Definitely leave comments. Preferably good comments. Leave bad ones. I don't care. But make them relevant and no hate bullshit. Alright? And just straight up troll comments. They're just going to get deleted. Don't try to post links. I'm not going to approve them. Yeah, the usual crap. But leave comments. Put a thumbs up. Put a thumbs down. If there was a middle finger, put that up. I don't care. But leave comments. Thumbs up, thumbs down. And please subscribe. I need subscribers right now. And until I can get over 1,000 subscribers, you know, I'm going to be trying to do what I can to improve that without cheating and going to these frickin' services where you get, yeah, whatever. Anyway, enjoy, and we'll see you next time.